Taichung, but this one has all the feel of a final. Two teams at 1-0 in the standings in Pool B. The Netherlands in Chinese Taipei as the 2013 10 hits in the win over Korea last night, and felt like they probably should have had more than 5 runs. Member of the Chicago Cubs organization and spent 2012 in Peoria.
A fastball in the low 90s.
Hitter necessarily, but does not strike out often. Gets frozen there by the fastball on the inside. This tournament after an 0 for 3 last night. Chases in the dirt. The catcher Lin Hong Yu down to first, 2 up, 2 down.
I was told it was a cold front coming in from Siberia, so that would make sense.
I think all cold fronts are from Siberia, to my knowledge.
One would think.
Chinese Taipei, and they come in the 7 and 8 spots as Zhang Zhenming gets a start in right field, and Lin Hong Yu doing the catching and batting 8th. Battle of double-A arms.
Boy, they had a great starting pitching performance last night with their starting pitcher throwing great points. Something's got to give.
Don't you love it when they make your point for you?
Yep.
Yang Daikong.
And the left-handers are even more weird.
The shortstop again. Simmons gobbles it up, and both starting pitchers earn 1, 2, 3 first frame that year, but his head just wasn't in this team in this event. This go around, he's asking about his teammates, checking in with them. Payoff pitch to Bogaerts with Jones running and back-to-back walks, and that'll allow us a chance to welcome in a new audience. Again, a check swing from Smith. Again, an appeal.
Goodness.
30-year-old right-hander takes over for the starter Wong.
Very difficult situation to come in with the sacks jam.
He will face Gallian Sams, who took one off the elbow. And that'll result in the first run of the game for the Dutch and the first deficit.
Calming them down, but these two pitchers looking a little skittish.
Into center field, the first hit of the inning, and that will bring in 2 more for the Dutch. An RBI single for Deshenko Ricardo, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Netherlands. Right now, I think the Dutch are flush. See if this changes things. Foul ball, back a second, the catch made. No movement on the base pass, and that's out number 2. Guy hits. Broken bat right side, and Chinese Taipei must feel fortunate they escape without any further. Good battle with Lin Zhisheng here. And the hitter wins it. First hit of the game for Chinese Taipei.
Here in the second.
Appeal down to third and 2 aboard for Chinese Taipei.
Means a lot to him.
To right. Through a big reaction from the crowd, but relatively harmless as Ballantine brings it in.
To the plate to where there's not some consistency.
On the ground, but through the hole, and Chinese Taipei has their first tally.
Throw a fastball.
We heard you, but left it up. On the right field line, Ballantine charging, making the catch in fair territory. No tag from the runners, and look at the arm from down that right field line. In an 0-2 hole, and goes down, swinging. Tom Staufbergen has to be pretty. Sounded like a broken bat to shorts. Lin Zhisheng has out number 2. Draws a walk, also part of that outstanding Curacao pipeline that you've referenced. Lost Andrew Jones at 3 and 2, but baseball gods return it to him on that liner.
Pretty good resume.
Ballantine has out number 2. Down to third and flagged by Bogaerts, the converted shortstop, doing work.
Boy, that is.
Kurt Smith all over it, just didn't connect. And hit the batter's eye out there. Newly minted 23-year-old down to third. And Chinese Taipei answers a 1-2-3 frame by the Dutch.
was to reach.
And he's got a good chance with that swing, but attempting to take it away was Valentin. It gets to the wall. Taichung had to wait to see if it fell, so he stops at third.
And that can happen with one swing.
Chen Young-ji delivers. One run will score. They'll put the brakes on at third. Chen down to second with the throw. It's a 3-2 game.
Intentionally walk someone.
And that hit him. Sounded like he got the knob as well, and that's what Stouffbergen's trying to argue.
I think he's arguing that he made no attempt to get out of the
Baseball classic Shai Martis at 25 years of age. The right-hander inherits a bases-loaded situation. Nobody out. Hit hard to right center field. This one will hang up for the catch from Bernardina. A run will score, and Chinese Taipei takes the lead. The center struck well, but does not carry to that part of the yard. Into the teeth of the wind. Another productive out. Another sac fly. It's 5-3 Chinese Taipei. To right. And this should do it for the fourth. But not there. Jonathan Scope next. He puts it on the ground. Chen Young-ji takes care of it in the left-handed batter's box. Top of the order goes quick.
Going back in there again.
And hit hard. Smashed to left, but again, nothing going in that direction. Play your rhythm, regardless of who's in the box. Potentially another fly ball out here, and it will end the fifth inning. Shai Martis has retired. Valentin may have broken his bat. A little flare behind second. And to your point, I think it's a 1-0 count to Bogaerts. Got in on his hands. A productive mound visit and a productive bullpen for Chinese Taipei and the Netherlands. Here in Taichung. 1-0 pitch to short. Simmons. High to first, and he's safe. Bunt is perfect down the third base line. Only play at first, and Bogaerts takes it. Players on the Chinese Taipei roster familiar with their surroundings. There's a rocket to center field, chasing Bernardina back, and it will hop the fence, and the lead swells to 6-3.
Producer Sparky.
Deep drive to right. The ball carries to that part of the yard, and a two-out, two-run home run. Young Dai Gong.
Well, I said I thought this ballpark was playing big, and Chinese Taipei looking at awful small here in this inning. That's where the ball carries the best to right field.
To give themselves a shot in this pool right now, the home side looks like the cream of the crop. And will face the top of the Kingdom of the Netherlands lineup.
Good reliever, right back in it.
To shortstop. Out number one, the relay to first. Rack him up, an inning-ending double play. Wong Qingming. Saw the 18-year-old future of the Chinese Taipei side and to change location. Nice 1-2 pitch there by Isenia, the 19-year-old. So with 2 outs, Joe Sachi, first pitch swinging. Bogaerts back a third. Reaches back to make the catch.
He is some kind of athlete.
To American baseball fans, Hung-Chi Kuo pitching on back-to-back days.
First and only player from. Please tell Mitch to take the rest of the day off, will you?
Actually, that was our producer Sparky who reports that total. Mitch says the number is much higher at 53. It's a nice play. Hung-Chi Kuo was good for a perfect inning yesterday. 3 up, 3 down. 1-2, ripped up the middle and into center field.
So you have to have those complimentary pitches, but they're out with the heater.
Sound off the bat, but again, nothing carrying really from right center field all the way over to the left field line.
A couple of walks by the Netherlands hitters, which has not helped them out this afternoon. It's carried over to today.
Yesenia recovers for the strikeout. He's got an 8-3 advantage and will face Andrew Jones to lead off the ninth.
98 in the major leagues. Unless the plate was bouncing around like it did to Andrew Jones.
Bogarts reaching for that on 0-1. Jones the out at second. The relay not in time. Chen Hongwen, the sixth pitcher for Chinese Taipei, gets a punch out of Kurt Smith for out number 2. Chen comes set. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 to end the game. And Chinese Taipei is one huge step closer to the second round.
Well, you're right, JB. We said it right off the top. Whoever won this game really enhanced their chances of making it into the second round. And the way the Netherlands had played last night looked like they were the stronger team. Biggest question.